We've come here today to stand with Chinese Christians outside the Chinese embassy here in Dublin. We're here also to try and present a petition to the Chinese embassy calling on the Chinese government to end the repression of Christianity in China and to release Christian pastors.
I've come here today to draw attention to the persecution of Christians in China and the imprisonment of many pastors. This here is Pastor Hao Jiwai. She's serving an 8-year prison sentence. She's been charged with fraud for collecting offerings in her house church.
I've come here today to the Chinese embassy in Dublin to stand really in sort of solidarity with Wang Yi, who has a prison sentence in Chengdu in Western China.
First, let me read this message from Barry Ward, TD. And he says, I welcome and support the commitment of the Church in Chains group in addressing the clear and ongoing repression of Christians and other people of faith in China. Freedom of religion is deeply important to a free and fair society, whatever that religion may be. My engagement on this issue with the ambassador has shown a clear denial of the reality experienced by Christians every day in China. And whether he wishes to admit it or not, this tragic reality remains. It is a great privilege for us to have Senator Aubrey McCarthy with us. Senator McCarthy, I'd ask you to come forward and say a few words, and thank you for coming along.
Being here today, I think it's a case of not just being here as a politician, but as a person of faith myself, and a fellow human being. I think we're here deeply concerned about the brutal, the reality facing many Christians, people of faith in China. And there are Christian brothers and sisters. I know that, and I know many of you, we don't gather here in anger, but we gather in solidarity because what is happening in China, it cannot be ignored, and it must not be seen as normal. In recent years, David has sent me about the persecution of Christians in China, how it has intensified with churches being shut, Bibles being censored, and of course children banned from attending worship. And then not only that, but congregations being forced to listen instead of the gospel, to replace it with the propaganda of the Communist Party and also of the president himself. So I was thinking about this before coming along, and I just said, that's not religious policy. It's definitely repression in every sense of the word. And it's not law and order. It's a campaign of silencing conscience, crushing spirit, and also controlling belief. And here in Ireland, we cannot close our eyes to it. So we know the cost of silence, and therefore we cannot be silent in this. We know the price of oppression, and we know the power of people who refuse to look the other way. And even this gathering today, I know many of you, and I just say, wow, you're certainly not looking the other way. And I know the petition that is going into the ambassador today is about ending the repression, releasing the prisoners, the pastors, and it's been signed by more than 5,000 people. And that's 5,000 people who are united in a simple demand, and that's that the Chinese government listen, they release prisoners, and they end the repression. So the Chinese embassy behind us here has not responded to any of the letters that you've sent. And I think that silence in itself speaks volumes. But our presence here is much louder than that.
Is almost at an end, but what we are going to attempt to do is to deliver the petition to the embassy now. So we have a large envelope, and we will be planning to bring that up to the embassy gates in the letterbox. Okay. So I think we have many witnesses that our petition to the Chinese embassy has been delivered.